You suck at being consistent. You've heard it time and time again. In order to reach your full potential, you must consistently output at the same level the whole entire time. But the question is, how can we achieve this? If you don't know me already, my name is Rooney. I'm a peak top 700 player who has reached Immortal at just 15 years old in just 1 month of playing. And actually, I didn't just do this once, but I did it twice in one act to prove it wasn't luck. And before you call me a no-life, I didn't just do this on Valorant. I was able to keep up my academics to get into university, lose 100 pounds, and build a business and YouTube channel that replaced my terrible part-time job. Today, I'll be breaking down the problems that you face and the exact steps to fix your inconsistency in and outside of Valorant. So make sure to stay till the end to gain every bit of free knowledge that could 100% change your life. The first tip I have for you guys to finally becoming a consistent player is to try your best to play and work in an optimal environment and do it every single day. A very common issue for a lot of people, including me, who have struggled to be consistent ever since I started playing Valorant, working on YouTube, and even trying to lose weight, is how can you expect yourself to perform consistently and be at your best at all times if you don't even have a consistent environment to do it in, let alone not even doing it daily. Like many of you, I had huge problems with FPS and internet as I played on an old MacBook for a good chunk of my upbringing. This tanked my performance because I was constantly lagging, had so much background noise to the point that it interrupted my comms with my teammates, and too many distractions that led me to becoming a very inconsistent player. So how did I end up fixing this? I tried my best to set up an optimal environment and made sure that I played the exact same time every day when I knew I had perfect conditions. I knew that my internet would be best from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. I knew that the house would be completely empty from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and I knew that I'd be able to fit in gaming right after I got home from school before I needed to start spending my time on other things like my family, friends, and my academic responsibilities. Obviously, everyone is different and everyone has different lifestyles they live by, but your job is to find the right time and right environment that will allow you to not be held back by external factors. This might take a couple days or even a couple weeks, but if you're serious about being the best in not just Valorant, but frankly anything that you want to pursue in life, whether that be in academics, content, or fitness, I would strongly suggest to meticulously track your days, track when you go to school, how long it takes to go to work, how much wasted time you spend on other things that don't necessarily bring you value, like scrolling on TikTok, and make a plan from there. And if you still struggle with internet issues, even after trying to find an optimal time to play in, and just like me, absolutely hate high ping, then I recommend you guys try GearUP Booster. GearUP Booster is trusted by many other creators such as Rem and Jules, and is super easy to use to help aid your terrible ping issues for completely free. GearUP Booster is a software that allows you to massively reduce ping, stabilize your game, and improve latency as easy as just one click. Oftentimes, the routing server and your connection in the game are vastly different, so this helps you in this process by finding the best service for you to ensure a high quality gaming experience without any packet loss or lag. As you can see here, my internet goes from a staggering 50 ping to now 20 ping after I turn it on. GearUP Booster is also completely safe to use, and you won't have any risk in hardware bans or suspensions, and the best part is you can try it completely free using my link in the top of the description and pinned comment to try it yourself, as you will be given a free trial for their VIP membership to see if it's the right fit for you. Now, going into the next tip, to being a consistent player, you must switch your identity to someone who you want to become or the person that you are striving to be. I think a common problem that a lot of players face is that whenever they have a bad game or play poorly, they take it up as their whole identity. Most think that a bad day or even a bad week means that all of their progress vanished and they are actually starting to backtrack in achieving their goals. I want to remind you that if you are truly serious about improving, a couple bad days does not mean you are a terrible player. For example, if you look at fitness, just because you have a couple cheat days does not negate the hard work and hours you spent in the gym and dieting. However, the real underlying problem to this is that when you see an obvious tell that you aren't progressing, the feeling of being stuck, most people often lose sight of what's important to them and start to spiral out of control. This is the real reason why people start being inconsistent. The fact that you had a couple of cheat days doesn't matter, but what does matter if those couple of cheat days become weeks, months, or even years. Same thing with Valorant. the feeling of performing poorly demoralizes you and prevents you from practicing the fundamentals because you simply feel like it isn't worth it anymore, even though you have progressed dramatically from it. Now, the way to fix this issue that I've personally used to finally becoming not just a consistent player, but a consistent person who is reaching one goal after the other is to replicate the identity of someone who has already reached their goals, or even better, your ideal self. Now, what does this mean? I want you to write down your ideal persona, someone who you are striving to become. Perhaps that is someone who goes to the gym every day, someone who is kind and humble, someone who trains their aim, someone who isn't scared to take risks, someone who is signed to a tier 1 organization, or someone who's at the level where you want to be on. Now, after you write this persona or this ideal self, I want you to embody that person. I think the big reason why people fail so easily is mostly due to self-doubt. I'm sure you and I have done it before when we ask ourselves, what's the point in all of this? Why am I putting in all this work? Will this all be worth it in the end after just one misstep? All these unneeded questions and overthinking thoughts prevents us from really following our passions and being a consistent person to put in the work every single day. The work we know that we have to do to achieve where we want to be. Don't wait to become that person. Become them now. Be in the mindset of a hard worker. Someone who has to take sacrifices. Someone who is already at the top. Because in order to be the best, you must simply train and practice like one. This one piece of advice helped me pursue my passion on YouTube, helped me lose 100 pounds, and helped me finally understand what I truly want out of my life, which in turn helped me to put in the work every single day because I know that the me I want to become is the me right now, just without the achievements quite yet. The last and final tip I have for you guys to finally becoming a consistent player is to do the small little actions, especially when it's boring. People around me, including myself, often try to find the next best shortcut, the next get quick rich method, or how to get calm aim fast, or how to reach immortal in just 1 month of playing. I'm gonna let you know this hard truth right now. No matter how many videos you watch, how many coaching sessions you get, and how many hours you spend watching skill cap videos, they will never trump over you actually doing the thing you're trying to get better in. The difference between someone who's successful, the people you and I look up to, isn't just because they are genetic freaks and outliers, is because they aren't scared to do the boring things, especially when they don't feel like it. When players ask me how to get good aim, I would surprisingly always respond with a very simple answer. You should find any, and I mean any, aim routine on YouTube and stick to it every single day, as well as play 3DMs focusing on crosshair placement and movement. Now, how many of those players do you think actually stick to this plan and trust the process? Maybe 1 of every 5 people? What about weight loss? My advice again is super simple, which is to find any, and I mean any, workout routine that hits all of your target muscles and aligns with your schedule. Also do 10,000 steps a day and just be mindful with what you're putting in your body and eat less. With these simple things, I can almost guarantee that you won't just see overall weight loss, but as well as see considerable improvement with muscle, definition, and fat loss. If and only if you actually put in the work to get it. But again, how many of those people do you think actually put in the work to get there? Maybe 1 out of 10 who started really obese or really skinny would actually apply those actions. Quite frankly, I know just 1 person out of the many I've given fitness advice to who genuinely put in the hard work for 6 months and lost 60 pounds for prom, got a date from it, and is feeling more confident in himself than ever. People try to overcomplicate, find shortcuts and methods to achieve their goals as fast as possible, but the hard truth is that most of it is boring. Working towards being different and being the top 1% is boring. It isn't supposed to be fun, and it isn't supposed to feel good. What it is supposed to be is hard, because if it wasn't, then everyone would do it. Most of the time, people know what to do. You know what to do. But the reason why you can't stay consistent is because you don't have the drive to do the boring and hard things that it takes to genuinely be a consistent person. Which is why I say at the end in all my videos, you only fail when you stop trying. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you truly learned a lot from this video and found some sort of value from it. If you vibe with me and want to connect with me more, I do have a Discord where you can ask me questions and just come talk to my awesome community, which is linked down in the description, where you'll be updated about what is going on with me and my new uploads. I also do offer affordable coaching, and like I said, I do not fake my credentials and have reached my peak rank before, and I am confident that I can help you reach not only your goal rank in Valorant, but whatever you set your mind to. Again, all the links are down in the description, and I appreciate everyone staying till the end. And remember, you only fail when you stop trying. I love you guys. Bye bye.